Hi everybody, Gary here. Okay, today we're going to do the great potato caper. What this is, I'll show you. You have this stuff under your sink almost every year. I'll show you. You have that. Now, what do you do with that? You plant it. See, they're quite punky, so you tend to throw it away.
Yeah.
This can all be planted. I have that kind, and I think this one's a russet. We're going to plant a few just to show you. See, look at that. Same thing
Nice.
exactly. Okay, so let's take this. We'll start a few to give you the idea. Now, a quick idea on how potatoes grow. Growing potatoes since I was a kid, the gist of it is the fruit, the potatoes themselves, they will take up on a plant, perhaps that much under the soil. The plant itself on top takes up about that much. So, what do? We plant them about that far apart.
How far is that? About 3 feet?
Yeah, no, little over 2 feet.
Okay.
You don't have to, that's all the space they need.
Okay.
One interesting thing about potatoes, everybody thinks, in fact, when you buy them at a seed store, they'll say, well, these are seed potatoes. This is really not the seed. It is the root that created this tuber. The seeds actually happen on the flower that you will have on the plant. Most of them are not any good to use or whatever, but that's where the real seed is, just so you know. Okay, let's start. So we'll put one about here, right about there. And how deep do we put these guys? Well, watch.
That's about a foot?
And about that. Just like that. Okay. One important thing about potatoes. If you want a better yield, what you do then is we're going to have a row along here. Then what you will do throughout the summer, when they start to get bushy, what you do is you take a hoe and you hill them. Pretend this is a hoe. You hill them like that. Now, why in the world would we waste our time doing that? Because if you hill them, what happens is potatoes will grow up. Well, they will come into that hill, okay? And you get a greater yield if you hill them. If you forget, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't matter, but you do get a better yield. If you go to any of the gardeners who grow a lot of potatoes, they will always hill them. We always did at home, and it was a good idea. See about there, that's about fine like that. Let's do another one. We'll do one or two more, and the rest is self-explanatory.
And the rest I can do myself. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Now, sometimes you're going to get some of these that have a stem like that, so you can put them in there, and you break them off. Where would I break it off?
You don't want so many?
Well, maybe go like this. Yeah, break them off. Should have a knife, but that's okay. Just above that. Sometimes they're really stringy,
okay.
But that's good enough. That will give you could cut it off right there if you want.
Okay.
You could cut those off if you want, but it doesn't really matter. So, let's take this down. A little wee bit more. About like that. That'll do.
I have gloves, in the bag if you want them. Although it's a bit late, isn't it?
We're almost done. That's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll do one more.
Okay.
Okay, about there.
So what about fingerling potatoes, Gary? Can they go closer together?
The
Is it
smaller
smaller?
bush closer together. Yeah.
All right.
Like any vegetable. They need sunshine and they need water. and they'll grow for you.
Okay.
See, here's one that's a bit smaller.
Oh.
So I'll just set that in there.
Does that white part have the sprouty part? Does that have to be sticking out of the ground?
Doesn't have to be.
Okay.
What a lot of people will do, and this is important, I never do it with these, but you could take a knife off. Most people will do this. See all these eyes? If you buy seed potatoes, you're going to have eyes on this, and you pay a few bucks for a seed potato. But this here, what you would do, take a knife, you'd cut it about there, then this here half has 2 eyes, and this has, well, about 3.
Okay.
And if you could make maybe 3 out of this, doesn't really matter, okay?
Okay.
But these are just to get rid of them anyway, so I don't usually spend a lot of time on this one.
All right.
Just let it grow. Give what you give. Okay. Now, that's it there. And
Here, I'll get you a bamboo stick to put there.
I'll get one. I'll get one. That is, oh, there's an onion there. So that's right about here.
Yeah.
There. Later on this afternoon, we'll plant all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have fun gardening.